most people stop at making captions readable. Inside Premiere Pro, captions can become part of your design, of your own distinct flavor. Readability, emphasis, movement, and timing. Make those things very, very seamless. We're gonna start. The captions are all over the place. It's not really timing to what I'm saying. Before styling the captions, we're just gonna clean. This has too many words, bad line breaks. There's a couple of typos in there. Press T for text. 2 different words. There's 2 different sections. So I'll start with before the export. Second, so I could emphasize second in this one right here. It says media cache, so I could just elongate this one. This is where the designing starts. We're editing the words. No typos, shortening those super long caption blocks into separate phrases so you could follow along with it. Caption readable at the mobile size. Very important because most people see the vertical format in their phones. So if the words are messy, the design will feel messy too. Make the caption feel design. It starts with font, size. You need something that's readable and that matches the tone of the video. We're gonna highlight all of them, and then we're gonna go to the properties panel, and we're gonna go for something very, very simple. It's for an open sans serif. Let's go regular. Semi-bold. They're starting to get a little bit of style. Right now they're in 48, and let's bring them up a little higher. 80 right here. This size at a different font, probably you might want to make it bigger. The size depends on what font you pick. Let's add some contrast. We're gonna scroll down, and we could do fill, stroke, background, shadow. So we're gonna go for black stroke, and it'll read like so. We have it at 4 pixels right here. The stroke width, you can make it a little bit bigger. We don't want that. It's too much. Maybe something like 4 might be a little bit much, maybe something like that. Very subtle. Let's use an emphasis word. I'm gonna highlight the export, and then I'm gonna make it bold, and then I might even make it a little italic, make it stick out. I might make it bigger than the rest. So I'm gonna go to like an 80. Yeah, I wanna make it a different color, so I'll go for a red or something like that. Press OK. This is what it's gonna look like. Check full quality before the export. So stop highlighting every word. Pick one word out of all the other words that you want to emphasize it. And now we're gonna turn the captions into graphic elements. We're gonna move this caption from a default bottom center to a more intentional position. I'm talking, you see my eyes right there. The captions are all the way in the bottom, so it's gonna automatically kind of cause that like movement, this little wrench. I'm gonna click on that, and the tools for the monitor, I'm gonna go to safe margins. I do want to keep them close to my mouth because that's where people are going to see me talk. Remember, placement, negative space, subject positions, timing captions with the cut. Captions should feel attached to the frame and not pasted on top of it, right? Like it just was made that way. Turn them into graphics. So this is the part that most people skip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of them, and then I'm going to go up top, and I'm going to go to graphics and title, and then I'm going to click on upgrade caption to graphic. Now I'm able to add different effects to it as opposed to not being able to do that when they were in the caption tracks, right? So now I have more flexibility. I'm going to just show you caption with a subtle position move, slight scale, and slight opacity fade, because now we have full control. So this one, let's say for example I want it a little bit lower, so bring it down right here, just slightly lower than the previous one, and check full quality before the export. Second, so let's do a scale. Let's give it a small little animation opacity. And then let's go here to like 100, right? So let's go here, right there, 100%, a little bit sooner. So let's move it closer. Export. Second, the media cache. Second, right in the second. So let's do it right there. Export. Second, the media cache. Media cache. All right, little opacity. Let's say I want to fade it into the other one. I could go ahead and do that, like a crossfade. Media cache. Media cache can help perform. You know what I mean? You could add that effect to it if that's your thing. The motion should serve the sentence or whatever it is you're doing, right? It should complement what you're already talking about. You don't want to use too much because you don't want it to feel like too packed and cluttery, and it just kind of weakens the design a bit. The goal is hierarchy. What should the viewer read first? You don't want to rebuild the same caption style every single time. You want to save it as part of your project template or reusable graphic. This is what I usually have mine at. Mine are super, super simple. Don't judge me. I like simplicity. Everything I see is just very like all over the place, and I just kind of want mine to be a little bit different, and it saves time because I am emphasizing specific words, but at the same time I'm making it as, let's call it minimalistic as possible. All right, let's go ahead and look at it. Your Premiere timeline probably isn't slow for the reason you think. Before you blame your computer, check 3 things. First, playback resolution. If you're trying to play everything back at, I want to save that as a preset. That way I don't have to keep making it from scratch all the single time. It's always better to have a unique look to you. You have a signature look. Can I read it quickly? Does the emphasis word make sense? Is the motion too distracting? Is it all over the place? The point is to make the idea land. The workflow is super simple. Clean the words, dial for readability, choose one emphasis point, animate with restraint, add only the graphics that help convey your message, save the system, check it like a viewer. If you have any questions, let me know. I will see you guys very, very soon.